Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. I wanted to address a question that I just got the other day, and I think it's just one that I kind of want to, really hit on. And it has to do with gifting circles or blessing looms, or some call them Sou Sous, but they are not Sou Sous. Sou Sous are something that is sort of an old tradition of saving as a community group. The blessing looms, they use terms like Sou Sous. They try to use terms that related to liberation and economic empowerment and, or blessing, things like that. And, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to tell you this. It's an illegal pyramid scheme. We've talked about this before, I'm going to address this regularly just because so many people are being invited to participate, given that you have a downturn in the economy. But one thing that came up was someone mentioned, they said, well, no, these are not looms. These are gifting circles. Or something, and they say gifting's not illegal. Gifting's not illegal. Well, first piece of advice is don't take legal advice from a person who's not a lawyer, right? Even from me, right? I think you should still research all of this. And the person who was giving this advice in the group was basically saying, I wouldn't talk to the people that Harriet Tubman would have shot, or I'm not going to argue with the people that Harriet Tubman would have shot. Well, I think just that kind of peer pressure is wrong. There's nothing pro-black about possibly getting sent to prison where your children are going to lose their parent, for the next 10 years. And I'm not telling you to do it or not to do it. I'm just going to, because the risks are the risks. If you know what the risks are and you know what it is, I don't judge that. I really don't. But when you talk about blessing looms and you talk about blessing looms versus Sou Sous, I think it's important. I've mentioned this before, that a blessing loom is not a Sou Sous. That's the first thing, because Sou Sous don't require you to go out and recruit new people in order for them to survive. Blessing looms, they feed off of new people. Without new people, you can't run a loom. You can't run a gifting circle. You call it a gifting circle because it sounds better. It doesn't sound as crazy as pyramid scheme, but that's actually technically what it is in the law. And I looked it up and I said, what's the distinction? Is there, are gifting circles illegal? And in most states, gifting circles are illegal. If you live in a state like New York, where they take we remember Bernie Madoff got, decades in prison for running a ponzi scheme. They look at gifting circles and looms in the same category as pyramid schemes. And they look at it, I could see them looking at it, almost like a RICO type situation. If you know anything about RICO laws, RICO laws, they send people to prison for a long time. But in some states, it's seen as a Class A misdemeanor, which means maybe no more than a year in jail. But then you have restitution, which means that all the people that came in that didn't get paid, you might actually owe tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands or whatever to all the people that didn't get paid. And so I just want to make it 100% clear that you can call it, you can call a loom a gifting circle if you want, but it's still the same dynamic. The number one dynamic is, do you have to recruit new people for this thing to work? If you can make it work where it's just a circle of 5 of you and nobody new comes into the circle, then I can get that. But if you have to keep bringing in new people, then basically what that is that runs a lot like a pyramid Ponzi scheme. There's two things that kind of drive these sorts of situations. One is the excitement that comes from word of mouth. When people say, I put in $200 and I made $1,200. Well, everybody wants to do that. Everybody's like, oh, wait, I can quadruple my money. Oh my God, that's amazing, right? Well, who wouldn't want to do that, right? And the thing is, though, you're defying the laws of natural mathematics. If all of us, if there's 5 of us and we all put in $200, that's $1,000. There's no way all of us can put in $200 and all of us can pull out $2,000 or $1,000. Like, that doesn't make it. That's not possible, right? This ain't the Bible. This ain't Jesus with a fish and a piece of bread. This is, this is deeper than that. The second piece is the second driver is beyond the word of mouth that keeps it going. It's the need and necessity to bring in new people in order for it to work. So the difference between with a Ponzi scheme and a pyramid scheme is, a Ponzi scheme, which is what Bernie Madoff went to prison for, is he was bringing in new investors. So when the old investors were making money, like usually the first people that come into the scheme make a lot of money because they're making money off the new people that they're recruiting, right? So if somebody sets up a loom or a blessing gift whatever term people use. If somebody sets those up, then the people in the middle are usually going to get their money before the whole thing breaks down. The people that tend to get hit are the people that come in last, right? So the thing with the Ponzi scheme was it was driven by new investors who didn't have to be recruited. They would recruit themselves because they would hear how much money other people were making. So everybody wanted to invest with Bernie Madoff because they're like, wow, this guy's making so much money for so many people. But then with the loom, it's there's that whole expectation of recruiting new people and bringing new people in, and I would just say, at the end of the day, I think the main reason I did this video was to make sure you understand, like, even when people call it gifting, gifting is another term for a loom. A loom is another term for a pyramid scheme. I don't participate in it because I've been invited to all of them. Because the people say, oh, well, you're into economic empowerment too, and you have this great network with your network. Man, we could. It's like, yeah, I'm sure we could, but that ain't happening. I am not going to get out here promoting something because I would become the Madoff, right? Because basically, I think the feds are funny in that when they're looking for their cases, they're always looking for the big win, the big fish that's going to promote their career. Like, for example, Rudolph Giuliani, Gil Garcetti, who was the LA district attorney, Michael Chertoff, who became the head of Homeland Security. All these people built their career by taking down the mob using RICO statutes. And they're very happy to show big diagrams of big pyramid schemes situations. Not quite the same thing, but they're basically the mob was engaged in organized crime and that they were swindling people and it becomes like this whole thing, right? So I feel like there's no better example when people are looking for guinea pigs, they look at black people first. So I could see them, doing the same thing that they did with maybe a big drug gang, saying here's the scheme, showing the whole diagram, and they swindled investors out of $2.5 million, and then the walk of shame and the photo, the pictures and people in handcuffs and all that. And I just kind of think, I just want to save you some of that, right? So I just want to let you know that even if they call it a gifting circle, it's not. It's if you got to recruit new people, it's a pyramid scheme. Period. So just that's what it is. All right, so maybe that's a good question to ask. If somebody asks you to participate, just say, okay, can I be in it without recruiting new people? And if the answer is yes, then maybe it's something to look at. I'm not telling you that it's not doesn't still have problematic aspects, but at the very least, you shouldn't have to go recruit new people in order to get your money back, because that's basically what it is. You're getting compensated for finding new people that are going to dump money into the middle, and at the end of the day, somebody doesn't get paid. It's just not possible for everyone to make their money back. So anyway, that's it. That's my 2 cents. I'm out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, subscribe button. Make sure you sign up at theblackfinancialchannel.com. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. And also in the Black Business School, we decided we want to give free promotion to Black-owned businesses. And so you can actually get free promotion. Just follow the Black Business School on Instagram. If you look up The Real Black Business School, what I'll do is I'm going to shout out businesses. I'm going to make sure I get in this habit of doing this every time I go live. I'm going to shout out 2 or 3 Black businesses and their websites. So, in fact, for today, I want to shout out Hair Beyond Bold, your all-natural hair care products. Their website is hairbeyondbold.com, hairbeyondbold.com. No Joke Coffee offers awesomeness in a cup, an online business that has some of the best organic ground coffee around. That's www.nojokecoffee.biz. That's nojokecoffee.biz. The third business I want to shout out is Chef Fish Fry. They make fried or grilled seafood, barbecue, scratch-made sides, desserts, etc. Sounds good. Shoot. They're at they're non-GMO, 4924 South Cobb Drive, Smyrna, Georgia. That's 4924 South Cobb Drive, Smyrna, Georgia. And the website is cheflafishfry.com. CHEFLAFISHFRY, cheflafishfry.com. So if you want us to shout out your business, just follow the Black Business School on Instagram at the Real Black Business School, and just put your URL and the name of your business, and I'll shout your business out too. And do me a favor, please have a good day and hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.